What's up, guys? Welcome back to yet another weekly Respill episode. Let's talk about James Charles calling out boys on TikTok, Jaclyn Hill addressing the videos being made on her recently, and Post Malone showing concerning behavior during his tour. Let's get into it.
Weekly Respill, yeah.
A few months ago now, James Charles uploaded a TikTok video that showed him on the hunt for a new potential boyfriend. He called it the TikTok Bachelor. In this video, he describes things he's interested in and what he likes doing in his free time.
Hi, James here. I can't believe I'm making this video right now, but I feel like this can't hurt and I don't think it'll turn into a scandal either, so I guess here goes nothing. I want to play TikTok Bachelor. My name is James Charles. I'm 20 years old and I am 5'10". I live in Los Angeles, California, and I am a beauty YouTuber, so sometimes I look pretty, and when I don't look pretty, I have a pretty fun personality to make up for it. I like horror movies, escape rooms, singing with friends, eating at new restaurants, and also I have fun nails for back scratching and cuddling. If those things are of interest of you and you are a male, leave me a comment down below, or I guess do it this video. Oh my god, what have I done?
Overall, the TikTok was pretty innocent and seemed like a good way for James to get to know new people. James got a lot of responses, but one entry stood out the most to people. It was by a guy who posted a duet to James with a caption saying, "Hit me up at James Charles." Fans immediately began tagging James in his video, saying things like, "Only cute one I've seen thus far," and "Only cute one by far." James actually ended up commenting on his TikTok, but the comment has since been deleted, and you guys are about to find out why. Months after James created TikTok Bachelor, the guy who told James to hit him up made another TikTok explaining how James Charles slid into his DMs, where he goes on to show personal messages between himself and James. He adds that he's 17, straight, and was actually just joking. The commenters under this video were super disappointed that someone would actually pretend to be interested in someone just to make a TikTok. Here's what people had to say. Not a huge fan of James, but definitely not cool to lead him on. I mean, this is literally your fault. How are people supposed to know you were joking? Another drama channel named Sebastian Williams posted the TikTok to Twitter calling the guy out for leading James Charles on. He said, "So, you entered The Bachelor of James Charles as a joke? And got actually upset when he sent you a cute DM? The level of stupidity here is beyond me." Influencers started sticking up for James Charles under Sebastian's tweet. Manny MUA commented and said, "What a dude. James Charles is 10 times the man he'll ever be. Pandering the gays for clout is gross." James eventually saw what was going on and spoke out about his experience with guys doing this to him multiple times and how situations like this tie into the drama that happened this past summer. James wrote, "This happens weekly at this point. Some guy slides into my DMs or matches with me claiming they're interested. We talk for a few days, and once they have enough recorded content for a TikTok or a tweet, they post it and claim they're straight. It's queerbaiting and it's pathetic." The funniest, most embarrassing part of this is that almost every single one of them actually flirted, sent inappropriate photos, or came crawling back after their post went viral to apologize and say that they were actually still interested. I have receipts on all of them. Not to bring up old tea, but this shows that this stuff is very real. It was happening before my scandal and continues to happen even more now. Many boys are closeted, curious, or clout hungry and will do anything for attention. It makes dating extremely difficult and confusing. He then uploaded a Snapchat about the situation.
Now, obviously, this is something that this person planned ahead of time, thinking that it was going to get him a viral post, and he created this whole TikTok thinking that when he did post it, all of the comments were just going to be like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry that you dealt with this. He's disgusting. Like, holy crap, James is still a predator." And of course, there were comments saying that from people, but there were also a lot of comments being like, "Hey, wait a second, like, you lied to him, you slid into his DMs, you flirted with him, you led him on, and now you're blasting this personal conversation everywhere? Like, you're not the victim, James is." This has been happening to me for like 2 to 3 years now, and it was happening to me before the scandal back in May, and now because of the scandal back in May, this is still happening to me to this day, but now it is getting way, way worse and way more frequent. And this is happening because despite the fact that there are a lot of smart people out there that realize how fucked up and manipulative this is, there is still a very large audience of people who see these videos and still leave comments calling me a still like them, still engage with them. And not only does this give the boys that actually make the videos exactly what they want, which is attention. It also shows other boys that they can do this and it's okay when you laugh and when you leave those comments, and it's just a never-ending cycle. And it is so incredibly frustrating and it is disgusting and it needs to stop. Now, obviously, when I get tagged in these posts and I have to watch my private conversations get blasted to the public, it's really embarrassing, and I hate that I have to see it. I hate that you guys have to see it. It's sad, and it's also really discouraging. There have been so many days where I've had full-on anxiety attacks and I've cried myself to sleep and I never want to talk to another guy again.
The guy who posted the TikTok actually posted a response admitting he was just trying to get views and didn't think it would hurt anyone. He also claims to feel really bad but doesn't know what to do. He's since deleted his TikTok account, and when you search his old username, you can see he's left a statement that reads, "I am sorry, please stop." Jaclyn Hill has finally broken her silence on Twitter since uploading her Notepad apology about her Morphe palette no longer being vegan. Unfortunately, she wasn't addressing the list of questions and concerns that were left for her under her Notepad apology. Instead, she found some random YouTube channel that made a video on her dad, who's some kind of cult leader in Africa and claims to cure illnesses, and Jaclyn decided to tweet about it. Keep in mind, hardly anyone knew about this video before she tweeted it out to her 2 million followers, and the video had hardly any views as well. Jaclyn quote tweeted a link to the video and said, "This is absolutely disgusting. I refuse this. Too far. I understand that people don't like me and have made it or the beauty community completely that talking about family is crossing the line, but it also seems strange that Jaclyn could address an issue like this and draw more attention to it when she couldn't address people's questions regarding her own eyeshadow palette. Here's social media. Fans have pointed out how weird he's been acting compared to shows from a few years ago. One fan tweeted and said, "I've seen people say this is normal, but I know for a fact it isn't. I've seen the 2018 to early 2019 concert post, and this is wrong. We've lost multiple legendary artists to drugs and no one is helping him. Someone needs to help this man. He's miserable." Although others feel like he's just performing and it's all an act. One fan who's been to many of his concerts wrote, "He does this during every concert, although there was a video of him falling oddly and he got injured. That's the only suspicious thing I've found, considering I've been going to his concerts for years." Post Malone ended up addressing fans' concern for him during a show on Friday in Tennessee.
"I'm not on drugs and I feel the best I've ever